Hello and welcome back to the Calculator Review, hosted on Caliquin.com. Today I've got something that I've been actually looking really forward to reviewing, and that is the Mattel Barbie Calculator. Now, obviously I'm not the demographic that this is geared toward, but it is a very unique calculator, and definitely something interesting to have in my collection. So as you can see, this is very geared toward Barbie fans, and you might have noticed that this is a much older looking Barbie. Definitely not the Barbie that we know of today, and that's because this comes from the year 1980. So anyway, let's get this thing turned on. It has this little trap door in the back, and it takes a 9-volt battery, so we'll plug that in. Now, before I get into the calculator itself, I do find some odd things about this thing. And one of the main weird things, sorry, I keep saying things, is there's a slot for what appears to be a handle, and I have no idea what purpose that serves, considering there's this strap that's built into it as well. I don't know if this was supposed to attach to something or what, but I just find it really odd that it would include a space for a handle. And I can't think of what else that might be, because I mean, it's designed to be pulled out and looks like about big enough for a child's hand. Anyway, so turning it on, it's got a really nice display, especially for a toy calculator. And actually the buttons are very responsive. This calculator works extremely well. I'm sure you can hear that. How clicky these, oh, I just realized my hand was covering over Barbie. But yeah, you can hear how clicky these are, and it's incredibly satisfying to press the buttons on this. I really like the feel of the buttons on this calculator. And I also like the fact that it has an on-off switch rather than a button or something, which a lot of calculators from that era had. Overall, it's a really well-constructed device. It's pretty sturdy plastic, doesn't feel like it's going to break anytime soon. And the fact that this is almost 40 years old, it's in really, really good shape. There's a little bit of scuff marks along Barbie and the sticker that goes over this, but it's in pretty good shape, and the color has managed to hold up. I mean, it's still very bright and vibrant, and the LED, I mean, I'm sure you know by now how much I love LED calculators. That's interesting. It looks like it had an error, so it's just flashing it. That's cool. So I'm assuming if you attempt to go, yeah, so it flashes if it has an overload. That's pretty cool. So I'm not going to get inside this, but there will be pictures on the website that show the interior of it. The actual calculator only takes up about this. All of this is empty space. So this calculator is way bigger than it needs to be, but I think it's because they were going for kind of a purse look. And that might explain the handle as well. So, I mean, obviously this was marketed toward younger girls, so they might have carried this around like a purse. And honestly, it's pretty fashionable. It's a really nice shade of pink, and definitely one of my more interesting calculators. It doesn't have any functionality that really stands out or makes it unique, but I mean, I love the way it looks. I like the classic Barbie look, how really bright pink cheeks. It just exudes the 80s aesthetic, especially like just the massive amount of hair. I'm a big fan of 80s aesthetic, and this was very early 80s, so it's still got a little bit of the 70s flair to it. And it's, despite the fact that it's a toy, it's a fantastic calculator as well. I do find it cool that it runs on 9-volt batteries like the TI 1000 or the TI 1200. I believe I've reviewed the TI 1000 before, and that's what this is closest to. In fact, the board in it might actually be from Texas Instruments. It wouldn't surprise me. But I don't know for sure. But yeah, this is definitely definitely a really cool thing to have. Very well made, great as a calculator, still in amazing shape. I don't remember how much I paid for this. I think it was like maybe $8 or $9 on eBay. And I was looking for toy calculators or calculators that are marketed toward children, and this is one of the first things that came up, and I knew I'd had to get one of my own, and I'm very happy to have this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!